Hello and welcome to today's video, which is called Nasdaq Bull Trap. It could be just as well said and questioned, what is happening with S&P 500? And of course I will dive into Russell 2000 as well. So let's dive into it and what I expect various markets to be doing. You know what I do perfectly well on my site for clients, the premium Telegram channels, and of course thank you for liking this video and subscribing to the channel to be ready for whenever a new update goes up. Instead of yields, we all have seen how, based on yesterday's data, daily upswing in yields had been rejected because frankly unemployment claims were a little bit higher and retail sales were a little bit lower, and one very hot manufacturing data does not change the overall picture. So we had seen bond yields retreat, meaning bond prices have risen, and that has taken off some pressure from equities, and these have therefore benefited. So the question on this daily chart is whether we had seen a daily correction, whether if you draw a line downward sloping connecting recent tops, whether we are in the process of seeing yet another correction, or you could have earlier even have argued that we are seeing some kind of a head and shoulders pattern and it's breaking down, but oops, it's not breaking down. And one of my favorite patterns is when everyone is waiting for a certain resolution and this fails. And very well, that's behind what's been driving my yesterday's conviction of us seeing upswing starting to develop on a more significant than a daily or 2-day base in the S&P 500. The other clue, of course, had been market breadth improvements, as I had been walking you through last couple of videos comparing the daily developments. I will be linking to these throughout this video so that you can go and review how this had been improving over the days, where we stand now, and you can review and cast your own opinion about whether my expectations going into this weekend, forget not Monday, markets are closed, whether my opinions and assessment is correct or not, and you can just let me know over Twitter or here in the comment section. So we are seeing, in my view, a technical pattern that is failing, and the downside resolution of the head and shoulders, it's not going to be materializing, and that is going to trap quite a few people expecting lower prices based on all the China deflation, Bank of Japan worries, and you name it. There is always a reason to be bearish, but let's stay focused on what the charts are telling us. And diving into this 4-hour one, this is the equivalent of the downward sloping trend line, sketched for your rough idea of where the resistances are. Sure, based on the MACD histogram, one could argue that the uptrend is weakening, and forget not, it's OPEX day today, so plenty of volatility, and while we are not going to be getting anyhow extraordinarily far on a daily basis, the improvement and pre-market bounce after yesterday's week close is apparent for everyone to see, and again lining up with my live call made for you publicly for all of you. So we can see daily pre-market hesitation at this very moment, but will it be resolved with a steep downswing, sideways price action, or even a bit up. I'm leaning towards sideways to a bit up today. Examining the percentage of stocks trading above the 50-day moving averages reveals another improvement. And if you revisit this opening chart, it's very apparent that tech is underperforming. But I have been hammering financials taking the lead and being now the sector that is lifting up and propelling S&P 500, protecting it from any kind of a major sell-off. And looking at the sectoral composition, which I always comment on for premium clients, is revealing more insights into why I think that today is not going to be a really bad day. Still, market breadth is largely improving, and yesterday's daily candle of the S&P 500 is a plain corrective one. Of course, what had been the downswing drivers yesterday? Those that are having quite some exposure to China. Nvidia, Apple. We know about the antitrust attempt, we know about Apple sales, we see AMD going down in sympathy, and the other outstanding going down on a daily basis is Tesla. Otherwise, the day had been actually pretty risk on. And financials, fear not, Bank of America, it's more important to what JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs are doing. And Morgan Stanley had a good day as well. So much for the heat map. I'm always using various views and bringing you here and there this or that, diving into my methods so that you can grow personally too. Join page for you. At your disposal to help you select what's right for you, together with my one-on-one support delivered chiefly and fastest way over Telegram. You know my professional journey and the beware of impersonators, trading journey, obligatory disclaimer, and let's talk some more later today. Have a great weekend in advance.